Trends of rice production in India. Rice is the most important cereal food crop of India, occupying 1/4 of the gross cropped area of the country. As the basic food crop, rice is cultivated comfortably in hot and humid climate. The crop is mainly grown as a Kharif crop in rainfed areas that receive heavy annual rainfall. Rice-based farming is the main economic activity for hundreds of millions of poor farmers. The major rice varieties grown in India include parboiled rice, broken rice, Sella rice, Swarna rice, Sona masoori rice, etc. Rice accounts for a significant contribution to the total food grain production in India. Major rice producing states in India are West Bengal, Uttar Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Punjab, Tamil Nadu, Odisha and Bihar. India is second largest producer of rice next to China with about 11% of global production. Over to the data. State-wise analysis of rice. Area under rice in major rice growing states in India in million hectares. Uttar Pradesh is having the highest area under rice cultivation, which is 5.81 million hectares, followed by West Bengal and Odisha with 5.12 and 3.77 million hectares respectively. Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Bihar, Punjab, Assam, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Telangana, Tamil Nadu and Haryana follows. Production of rice in major rice growing states in India in million tons. West Bengal with a total production of 14.97 million tons tops the position, followed by Punjab and Uttar Pradesh with 13.38 and 13.27 million tons respectively. Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Tamil Nadu, Odisha, Telangana, Assam, Chhattisgarh, Haryana and Madhya Pradesh follows. Yield of rice in the major states of India in kilogram per hectare. Punjab with an yield of 4366 kg per hectare tops the chart. Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu follows with 3788 and 3630 kg per hectare. Telangana, Haryana, West Bengal, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Assam, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha and Chhattisgarh follows. Percentage of area under irrigation in major rice growing states of India. In Haryana, the entire area under rice cultivation is irrigated, followed by Punjab and Telangana with 99.7% and 97.1% of the area under irrigation. In Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh, more than 90% of area under rice cultivation is irrigated. It is followed by Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Odisha and Assam. Analysis of rice over the years. Area under rice cultivation in India over the years in million hectares. A steady increase in area under rice cultivation is recorded from 1950 to 2018. The pre-green revolution era, that is before 1967, have recorded an average area of 33.13 million hectares. The period from 1967 to 1978, when Green Revolution was launched, recorded an average area of 36.17 million hectares. The post-Green Revolution era, that is after 1978, recorded an average area of 42.63 million hectares. Production of rice in India over the years in million ton. The pre-Green Revolution period, that is before 1967, recorded an average production of 29.62 million tons, while the Green Revolution period, that is from 1967 to 1978, recorded an average production of 43.60 million tons. The post-Green Revolution era, that is after 1978, recorded an average production of 82.40 million tons, which is quite remarkable. Even though there was no significant increase in the area under cultivation, the production increased. This is attributed to the scientific principles and high-yielding varieties which were adopted during the Green Revolution period. Yield of rice in India over the years in kilogram per hectare. The average yield during the pre-Green Revolution era, that is before 1967, was 888.70 kilogram per hectare, which increased to 1139.08 during the Green Revolution period, that is 1967 to 1978, and marked 1921.06 kilogram per hectare in the post-Green Revolution period, that is after 1978. As mentioned earlier, this is primarily attributed to the scientific principles and high-yielding varieties adopted during the Green Revolution era. Percentage of irrigated area under rice in India over the years. While the area under irrigation in 1950 was 31.70% of the total cultivated area, it increased to 37.95% in 1966. By the end of the Green Revolution launch in 1978, it increased to 41.64%, and by 2014, it increased to 60.13% of the total cultivated area. Trends and forecasting. The yellow movement in the graph shows the actuals, and the dotted green line shows the trend during the period. The average yield from 1950 to 1978 was 992.3 kg per hectare, and it increased to 1921.1 kg per hectare from 1979 to 2018. The increase in yield is a whopping 94.6%. Production of rice in India from 2011 to 2018 and its forecasting from 2019 to 2023 in million tons. Here, the yellow line shows the actuals and the blue dotted line shows the trend and then the forecasting. In 2018, the total production was 116.42 million tons, and while projected, we expect 120.75 million tons by 2023. It is therefore well studied that there is ample scope to increase the productivity of rice in the country. The highest productivity is 6710 kg per hectare of China, followed by Vietnam, 5573 kg per hectare. Improved technologies and governmental interventions should be adapted to increase the productivity in the country. Cultivation of hybrid rice has the potential to increase the productivity and needs to be promoted. For Krishi Sanjeevani, Vipin.